And Calvin. I'm Calvin. That's my guy, Garland. And we are back for another Monday broadcast where we are going to break down Raising Kanan and the last two episodes of Queen Sugar, which will get you ready for tomorrow night's episode of Queen Sugar. It's been a tough day here in Baltimore after yesterday's game, but how you doing, Garland? How things going, sir?
Pneumonia weather yesterday with my daughter up in the nosebleeds. I was always up near the top of the stadium, 524, row 29. And so I got my steps in yesterday. It would have been great to get a win with that, but such is life. That's 4 games, and so what, they got 13 more games, and so we're gonna see.
Yeah. Hopefully,
We're
hopefully
gonna
they'll
see.
come together,
Yeah.
but just such a heartbreaker. And
Oh,
then
was feeling good. A lot of Buffalo fans was around us, so we were just having a ball. Yeah, MVP for Lamar. And then the second half happened, and they started doing their little stupid chant, "Hey ho, who's
yeah.
here?" Whatever that dumb thing was, and then you couldn't shut them up.
I mean, they hey, to the victor goes the spoils. So, I ain't even mad at it. But you know what? Moving on, I got bigger sports fish to fry. My fantasy team suck. Except for the one that we got in the Guillotine League, the Eliminator League, that's actually doing pretty well. But my other
Yeah, because
fantasy teams
that's for some
suck.
dollars.
Well, the other ones are worth dollars too, and they're
True, true,
struggling. The one
true.
that I won last year, I'm 0-3 in that league. I'm about to be 0-4.
Oh
I'm
my
I'm
goodness.
I'm struggling. Yeah, man, I won that joint last year. But anyway, enough about that. The people want to hear about what we're gonna do first. How we gonna
Yeah.
start off?
We're gonna start off with Queen Sugar tonight, y'all.
All right, let's get it going. Let's get it popping.
All
Not to
right,
bore the
man.
people anymore.
Let's go ahead and talk about. And you know what? I want to start with our boy Blue. Our boy Blue. Blue got suspended from school for hacking into the school server because they were not teaching the history that Blue wanted to know. Now it looked like Blue got a better haircut. He up in DC, looked like he got the little curls with, he got the little sponge, working out on his little curls. So thank God Blue looked a little different and whatnot. But while him and mommy was out, because she had to go up to DC to cuss out the principal, because that's what black mothers do. When they had to go up to the school, get ready, because you about to get cussed out, principal. Or they about to beat their child in the office. It's like the two extremes. And so, luckily Blue didn't get smacked up in the principal's office, and she didn't have to cuss out the principal. But she's like, yeah, you need to do better too. I don't know what world that works in, but nonetheless, Blue got off. He gonna get his little computer back. But while she up there, she sees this classmate, and the classmate's like, "Whoa, what? How old are you? You look." And then she sent Blue for some sprinkles. Blue's like, "Okay, mom," and she's like, "He looked like old boy from back in the day. I know y'all used to be." She was like, "Yeah, he did it to me while I was passed out on some OE." But his father named Ralph Angel. Now, did we know this about? Is
we
it?
knew
We knew it was
we
the
knew, yeah.
student.
We knew Blue was not Ralph Angel's
With your dad.
biological
Right.
kid, but
Right.
just as Ralph Angel likes to mess everyone's life up, he
Oh, we're gonna get to
Blue's
Ralph Angel.
blue mine. I don't care what you say, dollar. Blue mine, and I'm gonna treat him like my son. So yeah.
Yeah, well, Blue Daddy, real Daddy, running for Congress or something. He running for a seat. So Blue, no wonder Blue so smart. Blue about to be a congressman. So
Blue, Blue gonna tell Ralph Angel one day, "You're not my pop."
right, I've been calling you pops for years. You're not my pops.
Why would you lie to me, Mom? Why would you lie? Blue gonna
Yeah, so
listen to
Blue, so
Go Go.
yeah.
Blue
So all
don't
that
listen
go
to
go.
bounce music no more. He listen to Go Go now. He don't listen to that bounce.
I've been trying to figure out what is drill music. Do you know what drill music is?
Oh, wait a minute. There's another type of music. Listen, right
Yeah, there's a
now,
new type of rap music. It's called drill.
if it ain't the Park Heights strut right now, I don't know when
That's you ain't got
5 in
nothing
the
for it.
morning.
I hear that song one more
Don't
time.
don't get me started, son. I'm Park Heights, I'm over here in the 1-5, son. That's my new dance now. My fat ass be out there. I be jamming it, son. Hey, me and my wife, we walk up to each other, we get the little don't get me
Right.
started, son.
The 1-5 is so vacant, you could do the Park Heights strut right in the middle of Park Heights and that
Whoa,
got
take
hit
it
by a
easy.
car.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Go right down to Woodland and Park Heights. You can do it all day.
They built the houses
Nobody.
on my block. They built the
Okay.
houses on my
All right.
block.
When I used to walk through there, it used to be people who lived there. Ain't nobody there no more. Let's talk about your boy Micah, and I labeled this capitalism versus integrity. Your boy, first of all, Micah, he still is ambiguously gay because we still he's still playing Micah playing the fine line of if he what pronouns he used. Cause I don't know what pronoun. If we was to ask Micah, what pronouns do you use? Are
I
you
I think Michael
he
is a they. No, I
he?
think he's
He's
a
a
they
they,
and us. He's a
a
they
they
and
and
us.
us.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
He
Micah
he a
made it
spoon and a fork.
he made it clear though. Micah made it clear that he why he got it. He said it last season. Why I gotta define who I am or who I like. Why I gotta define that. I just like to be, you know,
Mm-hmm.
he like to be
All
so
right. He gonna
Micah
get
like to
caught one
taste
day.
Micah like to taste the rainbow. He like to, get in the
He got a whole
buffet,
bunch of
the
Skittles in his
human
mouth.
he like the human buffet. Mike, hey man, I ain't mad. Hey,
Boy, this ain't
actually,
Golden Corral.
I'm not mad at Micah because I like Micah's storyline this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Micah,
Micah.
yeah, Micah starting to Micah grew on me. Micah grew on me. I think it's because he stopped wearing that dumb haircut and stopped having that dumb lost look in his eyes every
Yeah.
episode.
And Micah, he getting his drink on and stuff. And so he
Yeah,
sold, we knew a couple episodes ago he sold an NFT. And so now he decided, hey, look, I'm going to go ahead and do some more NFTs, but I put up some political ones, and of course that didn't go over well. So his NFT partners are a little pissed at him, and the NFT guy that I think is ambiguously gay too. I think he's a sport. He's trying to see, Micah. Not only am I trying to holler at you about your boxes, but you're not bringing in any money. And so, what does Micah do? Micah sells out. He takes a video of his mom when mom found
yeah,
out that dad was cheating and he uploads it for an NFT. Now,
yeah.
how can you be so principled, Calvin, and then turn around and do something so unprincipled?
Yeah, I think Micah is still trying to find his way. He's still trying to find a home and a group. Micah seems like this person that he's all in feet first. Everything he's gotten into,
Yeah, it's
the
extreme.
activism and all, yeah, he's never halfway in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like what Mob Deep said, ain't no such thing as halfway
Fake
crooks.
crooks,
So
right.
he definitely he's always in
Yeah.
full on both feet, diving in. So I think he wants to be accepted in this group. He kind of likes them. He feels like they his people. And once they shunned him for not selling anymore or putting out the political ones, he was like, "Yeah, let me do something else." So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I didn't like that either. Like, why are you gonna
Yeah.
sell out Charlie? You selling
Right.
out Charlie? Come on, man.
Come
Even though
on now,
Charlie
get
ain't
your
even
life
on the
together.
show. Yeah, she ain't even on the show. So
You said Micah like his Auntie Nova. He ain't trying to do it to Auntie Nova.
no, he's like her. Like he's just like her. Not
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna talk about Nova in a minute because Nova got a lot of bodies on her. Nova is she's a trisexual. She got a lot of bodies on her, male and female. So we're gonna talk about Nova in a minute. But yeah, I was a little disappointed in Micah. Like, yo, you got
yeah.
your family piece. You're an artist, and I can respect that. Because obviously he's been dedicated to the craft, but you let peer pressure. I mean, you able to put off your frat bros getting on you last season about your boy who was turned out to like men, and now you gonna cave because these dudes are like, yo, you gotta make money and whatnot. Yeah, so we see what happens with that. But yeah, it definitely, he kind of just demeaned his integrity in the sense of putting his mother in the mix. So maybe that might, I know the actress that plays Charlie Borderline, she said it was, she's not coming back this season, but maybe she is because he puts her in the mix with this NFT. Maybe she might do like Blue and she might, make a one episode appearance or something.
Yeah, it's going to hurt her political campaign though, bringing up that past stuff. She's in the politics now. Like, what you doing, Micah?
Right. Like,
What
yeah,
you
you really
doing?
throwing salt in it. I mean, but everybody
Yeah, man.
knows about Davis. Everybody knows about her
True,
and Davis,
true,
what happened.
true,
So
true.
that's not a
But
secret.
Davis trying to turn over. Her and Davis are together now. Davis ain't trying to hear that no more. Davis done changed his life. Davis
Davis
is
still
in
got
love with
groupies.
Charlie.
Davis still got groupies out here.
I don't know. Well, I was about to say head coach. I didn't think he had groupies, but I forgot about Derek Fisher sleeping with that man wife and that man
The
driving from
coaches
state to
got
state.
groupies too. Ime Udoka, you remember him? Just about the last week or so.
My bad. I don't even
Okay,
know how.
thank
By the
you.
way, how Nia doing? Anybody talk to Nia?
Cola, oh
Anybody talk?
Cola good,
Yeah,
Cola
Cola
good,
doing good. She all
oh
right. All
Cola
right.
good.
All right.
A blues for Nina. Anyway, and so and now talking about the next person who's like, let's talk about Nova because, like I said, Nova got a lot of bodies on her. Wherever Nova turn up, she just has this sexual energy that everybody like. Yeah, I did it to her. I did it to him, and Nova Cooch been all over St. Joe's Parish. So Nova is planning. It has been Calvin, you know that. Nova's planning. She plans a ring shout. Now, what a way! I guess she's trying to bring attention to the historical nature of the land, and for our one or two viewers who is on right now that don't know what a ring shout is, ring shout was something that was done by our slave ancestors. They brought it over from Africa. It's a custom where they dance in the ring and they sing a song and they have drums and what have you, and it's a remembrance of ancestors or past events and things like that. And we saw it on the plantations that we kind of, when we took the white version of Christianity and we blackenized it, we had the ring shot was a part of that. And so it's very big in a lot of your southern area like South Carolina, down there, you'll see a lot of ring shout trios and things like they showed in the actual episode, which was very educational. And so, of course, our current Bay, he helps her. He's not an op anymore. He's just a big old nerd. But they got the event, and who shows up to throw salt in the game? But your boy Landry. As a matter of fact, I'm tired of Landry these last two episodes because that's all. Everybody happy, and then you look behind you and you see the evil white man. And so everybody's having a nice little ring shout, and you look behind you, and who's there with the popo but Landry?
Hey, but listen, this is where I'm on Landry's side. Your brother messed this land up. This ain't your land no more. Y'all done got the hell off my land with that little ring. Hey, take that shit across the street.
They trying to go to the tree. You got to return to the tree of life. You said take that across the street.
Take that shit across the street because this ain't your land no more. Hey, talk to Ralph Angel. This ain't your land no more. This my land. Hey, y'all gonna have to get up out of here with all that noise and stuff. Y'all gonna have to go. Hey,
That he
listen.
sure did was like, look, y'all just take that across the street. I don't care what y'all go
I
ahead and
mean,
reach out.
he
Y'all
let
take
him
that across the
roll.
street.
He let him roll. He was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna mess with him today. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let him live because I'm gonna kill him in the courtroom, which he been doing. But I would have told him they got to go. I've been like, why don't you take it down to such and such house? Then I'll be like, oh wait, I own that too, so you can't even take it
Right.
there. You gonna have to, why don't you take it to Vi's Pies? Take that shit to Vi's Pies. Get
Right.
on up out of here.
He probably owned Vipod too. Don't
He will
play.
eventually.
He will.
Landry and Vi's Pies.
Landry he's just a town hater.
Yo, Sam, right? Sam always popping up like the boogeyman. Now Sam, the real boogeyman. Say
Like
they be
people be
doing
trying to
something.
have fun, Calvin. Here comes Sam. What y'all doing?
They doing something. Sam is like the Queen Sugar Jason. All you hear, and then you look at this Sam popped up. He he looked dead too, as a matter of fact.
He eating dinner. Here come Landry at the door. Why are you here? All we doing is having dinner.
And then Landry be like, I hope I ain't interrupting nothing.
Right. You know you interrupted something. What do you mean? As a matter of fact, Calvin, to talk about your boy Ralph Angel, when is the town of St. Joe's going to learn that you don't follow Ralph Angel? Calvin, we done had several seasons of Ralph Angel fumbling the bag.
This
But
is
no,
okay.
these people, Ralph Angel, I got a great idea.
this
We,
this
we,
what this what we gonna do, y'all. Like y'all got to follow us. Listen, did he wonder why Darla was drilling him
hey,
about what he needed to do? I know what I need. Do you? Do you?
no,
Do
I
you?
know you. That's what she was saying. You are Slep Rock. I know you.
This is the thing that really got me about her. So Ralph Angel's a fisherman now, right? Right?
Right.
But he don't know how to swim. Why was he having to take swimming lessons at the beginning? What fishermen don't know how to swim?
You know, black
Like
people don't know how
I
to
don't.
swim. That's
How
a
you?
stereotype. We don't know.
But he
We don't
work
have
on the boat.
buoyancy, as Al Campanera said.
But he work on the boat. Isn't that like the first question on the application? Do you know how to swim? Like
It
how you
should
going?
be.
He just. Uh, then what he do? He was all talking to the little Asian girl. Darla just don't understand. Little Asian girl tried to get him out. She was like,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
She tried
And
to
then
help him, like she tried to get him
yeah, she's like,
out. Like, hold on now. Don't
yeah,
talk about your
I don't
wife.
think you should talk about your wife in front of your ex. Like she giving him the clues, and here
Right.
he go. Here
Darla
he go.
almost drowned.
He like, oh, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying, I wish
Yeah.
Dollar understood.
And then she
And she
came up
gonna
on
roll
that
up.
butt like, what you saying? What
What
I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand.
What I
What
don't
don't I
understand.
understand, Ralph Angel?
What you
Why
saying?
don't you tell me?
Tell
And then
me.
and then Vi ain't no good. Vi looking like, what don't she understand, Ralph?
Right. Vi in the background, like, yeah, what?
But
Tell us.
even Hollywood had to tell him, how dumb can you be? You
Right.
gonna talk about your current wife with your
Ex-wife.
ex-girlfriend
And with
and
my
think it's
wife right
okay
there.
and think she's supposed to just be like, oh, it's okay, Ralph. Like, what, sir? You messed
Sir,
this one all up.
did you
Like,
you did what? You big dummy. But
even Hollywood was like, yo,
Calvin, people still keep following Ralph Angel though. I don't get it. Ralph Angel is the town screw up.
he really
Okay.
is.
His daddy gave him some land. He lost it. He didn't lost job. He didn't messed up everything. But y'all gonna follow. And guess who came in to steal out the land from Parthena? The boogeyman.
Of
And everybody,
course.
oh, they got it for 240. Like, okay, and all of a sudden, 700,000.
But wait. Here's how cold Sam is. After Sam told him, he was like, y'all keep on coming, and I'm gonna keep on basing, I'm gonna keep on beating y'all, I'm gonna keep spanking y'all. Then he walked away and was like, sorry, Pathina.
Right.
It was like, sorry. Like
Sorry.
blame Ralph Angel. That's all Ralph Angel's fault,
Right.
man.
Y'all put Ralph Angel on it. And when I see Ralph Angel or one of the borderlines, that means I have to show up and throw salt in the game.
Yeah, somebody need to put Ralph Angel down because they went straight in the auction thinking they got that. And here comes Sam. Sam just put it out of reach. Give me 600,000. Like,
Because
okay.
Ralph told us, like, yeah, don't worry about that 230 part
That's
thing. And all of a
and,
sudden, the boogeyman,
here come the boogeyman.
700.
Sam got that long money, man. They better stop messing with Sam. They better just listen. First of all, they need to put Ralph Angel down. They need to take him
Right.
to the back of the shed and just put him down because he ain't no good. Who said Dollar almost drowned him? He did. She did almost drown him. She probably wanted to. That ain't even his baby.
Right.
Well, the
And she,
baby his baby, but Mike ain't
yeah.
his baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ralph
man.
Angel. He just yeah, it's rough for Ralph. I just be quiet, Ralph Angel. Don't lead nothing else. But your boy, I mean, Scar, your girl, Billy, Vince finally got tired of calling and he just said, I'm getting on the plane. I'm coming down from Chicago. We're going to deal with this. Now, Lamar Rucker, who is kind of almost like Loretta Devine for black shows, but he's not as irritating. Lamar Rucker is on every black sitcom or drama that it is. I mean, I'm surprised Tyler Perry let him. He must have had to sign a release with Tyler Perry Studios to do this show because he's in every Tyler Perry production. I know Tyler Perry's probably taping 10 shows as we speak right now, and I'm just wondering how Lamar got off of that so he could do Queen Sugar. Because yeah, I when I saw it, I was like, oh God, it's we can't find any new black actors. It's like maybe 10 black actors.
They literally went to the mountain and got Sheriff Troy down when he finished when he finished with Jill Scott, messing with
Right.
Jill Scott, and they got
Oh,
him to come
they
on the
went to
show.
Mr. Brown house and got him.
I forgot about the
He's
Brown.
at Brown. Yeah, he's at Meet the Brown. He at Mr. Brown house. So they went to Brown house and got him.
And he got down there and did his little famous move.
Right. That's I'm like,
That's
man,
what, that's what he do in every show.
Greenleaf, Browns, Why'd I Get Married 1 and 2, all of them.
Who said Ralph Angel gonna redeem himself in the season finale? What
He's
he
on the
gonna
Black
leave?
Panthers.
He,
I knew it.
he, gonna,
I knew it.
he on the Black Panthers too.
I knew it.
Hey,
I
hey,
knew it.
hey, at least he stayed working. I mean, he stayed
He
working.
stay
So
working.
you
I
know,
mean, it's got to be only 5 black male actors, and for the BET Plus shows and own shows, and I think Lamar Rucker has them sold up. Yeah, I'm tired of seeing
he
him.
he the new Makai Pfeiffer. Between him,
Yeah, Makai Pfeiffer had a run for a minute.
between him, what's my guy that played on the Y? Wood Harris. Between
Yeah, Wood
Lamar Rucker
Harris.
and Wood Harris, they always gonna be on the show. You gonna always find them on the show.
Right.
Always.
Yeah, Lamar Rucker. He's got a good agent. And so he shows up in St. Joe's and he surprises Billy and asks her to come back home. But of course, she's dealing with her thing. And this is something that I didn't really realize. They're not married.
I thought they were married
I thought
too.
they were married too. Yeah. And so when
Yeah.
he's like, I want you to come on back, we could get married. Of course, because she shared what happened to her when she was, yeah, Denzel and Sam Jackson do call. I want to talk about legit actors. I'm talking about BET Plus
Yeah.
and
And
BET shows and own
and
shows.
Sam Jackson doing the Avengers now. You ain't
Right.
matching that Avengers money. I
Right.
don't. He doing the
Yeah.
Avengers now.
Denzel, he just comes out when he wants to come out.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I'm like, I thought they were married, but of course, we get the sexualization of black women, especially when a woman came in like, oh yeah, I see Billy over there with your husband. She got your first husband, now she about to get your second husband. And I had to give Vi credit. Vi set her straight. But it reminded me of this sexualization of young black girls that there's always this perception that black women are fast, black women are grown. Oh, she was showing her leg. That's always been one of the themes of us taking black sexual assault against black women, and we turn it back on them. Well, why were you in his face? You just being fast anyway. Why you have on that dress? Why are you in his room? Or why are you drinking this, that, and the other? And so it was good to see that Vi actually, stuck up for her.
Yeah, it was definitely good. And Vi needed to stick up for her because Vi treated her like trash. Vi was really the reason she was so angry, just like she told Prosper, her own father, like, did anybody even stop and listen to me? Did you even think about what my
Mm-hmm.
story was? Did you give me a chance? You all were so quick to believe this man, who Jimmy Earl,
Yeah,
and
Jimmy Earl.
just not even listen to me. So, yeah, it was good that Vi stood up for her.
Yeah, and Vi, her in Hollywood, they're kind of like the town's good Samaritans. Omar Epps, yeah, Omar Epps, he's also had a run, but I think Lamar Rucker is the one. Uh, he had the what was the church show? The Green.
Greenleaf,
He had
Greenleaf.
Greenleaf. Yeah, he had Greenleaf. He's got this. He's on a run right now. He's the preeminent BET plus actor right now, and own. He has a run on. He has the cornered the market, and
He was
Loretta
even
Devine
on
is not too far behind.
he was even on Jackie Reed's show. He was dating Jackie Reed. They went out for a date when she
Oh
had the
yeah,
little show where
when
she
she
was
had
trying to date.
when
Yeah,
she was
he was
trying to date, that was a while
even
ago.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. He tapped that. That's why she ain't on TV no more. All right, and so Vi, her in Hollywood, they are the town guardian angels because Joaquin, he out here hooking school, him and his little brother getting punched in the eye because mama, then she down in Mexico can't get back already. So, of course, Vi in Hollywood take them in, and they're gonna have to put away the brown liquor and all that stuff. But this might impact Darla and Ralph Angel because they want to know who living in the house. So you got an ex crackhead in the house, and you got a man with a criminal record, and you got Slep Rock. So you don't want Slep Rock in the house with these kids because something bad gonna happen.
I cannot believe that in tomorrow night's episode, we're gonna watch Vi tell her family, "You
Yes, they
gotta
gotta
leave.
leave.
You gotta leave because I found Pico de Gallo and his brother Taco, and we need to house them up." Like,
The
wait,
comments that
what?
just were made expressly Calvin Coates comments and not the comments sanctioned by All Things Black with
I'm
Garland and
just,
Calvin. I just
I'm
want to
just
make that
saying,
clear.
man. I
I
wish I would be
Pico
in
de Gallo
family's
and
house.
Taco did not come out. I did not say that.
I wish I would be in my family's house and they tell me I gotta leave because we found two strays to come live in the house.
Yeah.
First of all, first thing I would be saying if I was Ralph Angel is build that wall. Let's start with building the wall because they should.
This is
Let
going
me
off the
stop.
rails. Y'all remember in Brown Sugar, Lamar Rucker was sitting in the waiting room. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, he's been in just about all of the Code Black movies, the Code Black
Wait a minute.
entertainment movies. Lamar Rucker's
Hold
been
on.
in all of them.
This is not no a Lamar Rucker
This
appreciation
it is.
broadcast.
It's a Lamar
This
Rucker.
is. I don't care. Don't Sheriff Troy can keep his ass on that mountain. I do not care.
Sheriff Troy is there. You want tall black man? There he is, Sheriff Troy.
Do not care.
But that leads me to my my
We was
last
talking
piece.
about the two little Mexican boys, like, and then, but wait, they mother back in Mexico, but then they got their daddy on the dag
He on Zoom in
on
jail.
FaceTime. Yeah, and, well, how they get him on the FaceTime, and then they just talking to him, and but you can't live in my house. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They gotta hide. So they told them they had to hide the all the
They had to put
liquor.
away the sherry,
They had to
all of it.
hide all of the guacamole. Um they had, they
All
had to
right, y'all.
hide they had to hide the taco shells.
Yes, Malik Yoba. Now, if we want to
First of
talk,
all,
it's been a minute, but yeah,
Malik
Malik
Yoba.
Yoba.
Malik Yoba just had a little incident online because Malik, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. That's a whole nother broadcast.
Oh
Let's just
God.
let's
Yeah,
just
let's
say
go
Malik.
on, but on.
Let's
Yeah,
just
Malik
say
Yoba.
Malik Yoba is in an alternative. He's into the alternative relationships. However, isn't the problem? The problem is people that are representing the alternative lifestyles. He's only using them for clout, and he doesn't really love them. Yeah, man, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing going on. I saw it just last week. It's a whole thing
He's in
going on.
he's in SGLs. He's in same gender loving relationships.
More of the transgender loving relationship,
Ah, yeah, I saw. Yeah,
and
he's
that
trans.
which in itself isn't the problem if that's what you're into, but they're saying that he's not really into it. He's into it to use it for clout, to try to get his name out there a little more. Anything that's gonna,
Mm.
all like they say for actors, all press is good press. So that's what they're saying that he's doing. Yeah, it's a whole thing going on with
Mhm.
Malik Yoba now.
They're gonna
So
pressure. They're
yeah,
gonna put
man.
some pressure on him. Some pressure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Ever since his partner got killed in New York undercover, he just ain't been the same, man. He just ain't been the same.
Ever since he lost
Speak
Joan on Girlfriends.
speaking speaking of that ain't been the same. Quick side note. How come every time Janet Jackson get a show, the men that she with don't want her? Like Malik Yoba ain't want her because she
Yeah,
killed the
Ghost ain't
baby.
won her when she was in
Yeah.
yeah.
How you gonna bend over, let a man?
I ain't getting bent over.
So you doing the bending?
I'm like, yo, she should have got an Emmy for something for that, boy, an Oscar. So you doing the bending?
Or
That thing hit
or
me in my spirit. I was like, oh my lord.
when she came to Malik Yoba job in her I Get So Lonely outfit, it was like, yeah, this is for you. Why don't you tell him? Why don't you tell him all? And then he ran and he got into an accident. Then she wanted to cry like, oh my God, oh my God, I
Is that
can't
where she
believe
had the trans guy just dancing in the lobby? Yo,
this is
that
what you
second,
like. Ain't that what you like?
that second, why did I get married to? That was off the rails. Now Tyler did a good job on the first one, but then he went back to his old formula of craziness on the second one. It just he should have had Medea walk through there because
The second
he lost it.
the second one was wilding. Just
They were just doing crazy stuff. But yeah, she or yeah, on Colored Girls, she definitely like, how you gonna be with a are you gay? How you gonna ask me if I'm gay?
How you gonna let a man bend you
How
over?
you gonna marry a woman and let a man bend you over?
He was like,
Ain't nobody
ain't right.
bending me over.
So you're doing the bending?
yo, she ain't acted that well. So she was
Right?
like, no, mama, no,
Right.
mama, mama, no. Hold on. How did we get
I don't
here?
know.
We got a whole nother
Somebody brought up Malik Yoba. Okay, man. Let's stay on task. All right. But we can't end this segment without talking about your boy, the Mac of the Year, player. Prosper. Prosper then went out, got his blue chew pills. He chewed up, and he up here with Shirley Caesar. Him and Shirley Caesar are doing it. He up in the cafe with Shirley Caesar, drinking
It's not
coffee.
Shirley Caesar.
She looked just like Shirley. She got beans, greens, tomatoes. She looked like, because I was like, who she look like? And then I looked at her real. I said, she got a Shirley Caesar wig on,
It's
and
the
so
other. It's
it's
one
no
of the other
charge. It's
gospel
no
singers.
charge on that wig.
First of all, Prosper, Prosper. Can you imagine Prosper going to the real spot and Hollywood being like, "Hey, so how to work out?" And Prosper be like, "Smell my fingers."
What's it gonna smell like? Bengay and Summer's Eve
You
on his
said it's
hand?
going. You said it's going to smell like beef. First
Prosper
of all,
up in
Prosper.
here.
Listen, I almost stopped watching Queen Sugar because if they would have showed a sex scene between them two
They was already having a tongue
AARP
fight.
member, I can deal with the tongue, but if they'd have showed a sex scene, I would have never watched Queen Sugar again. I'm not into senior porn. I'm just not into that. I'm not
Old
into
people
that.
need love too.
I
And
would have.
Prosper is showing that Old people, that's what they're doing in the nursing homes. But Prosper, he ain't in no nursing home yet. He said, look, before I get there, before I don't remember, if tomorrow is Tuesday, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get every bit of piece. He got her coming out the room in his robe, daughter coming in. Prosper.
Listen,
Prosper.
I ain't gonna.
I mean, and Shirley Caesar, she got that good. She
Shirley
got
Caesar.
Prosper. She got Prosper playing the trumpet. I ain't never even know Prosper knew how to play the
First
trumpet.
of all, Prosper don't have that much air in his ass lungs to be playing the trumpet like that.
Prosper
But
came
he
in like
was, and
Louis
then
Armstrong.
double do double B do D. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, listen. Prosper was playing the trumpet. You know you in love when the girl got you blowing your lungs out in the trumpet, man.
Yeah, you didn't see the
Like,
oxygen can right next to him because he finished. He was like,
but how about Billy came home and she came, they all coming out. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Prosper was like, "Oh, we didn't know." She was like, "Hey, this your house." Like,
right. Like,
I,
see, at
I'm the
least she
one
ain't come in,
intrigued.
catch him up on the counter or something like, she just was coming out the bedroom in the robe. Thank
She was
God
like,
Shirley
"What?"
Caesar wasn't up on the counter.
She probably opened the door and came out and was like, "Why does it smell like Bengay around here? What in the hell?
What is
What in the
going
hell are they
on?
doing?"
I got beans, greens, tomatoes. You name it.
Hey, Prosper is getting it. Hey, I wish Prosper the best. You know what I mean? Hopefully
Yeah.
he'll get it more. Just don't show it. Just don't show it on TV, you
Prosper
know.
on that chew. You're gonna see them on vacation. You're gonna see them on the honeymoon. It's coming up. Prosper going to do the long takeoff of the clothes. You're gonna see kind of Prosper moving from behind. Him and Shirley Caesar. I'm like, man, Ava DuVernay, you definitely getting the old people with Shirley Caesar right here. And so
Shirley
all the
Caesar.
mothers, yeah, she looked like Shirley Caesar. All the mothers in the church are like holding, like, if it can happen for Sandy, it can happen for me.
It's not. First of all, Vi ain't that much younger than her, and Vi been getting it from Hollywood. So Vi is the ultimate cougar. I know y'all don't want to talk about it, but Vi is
Why
like
too?
77.
And just think, I was
And
trying to kill Prosper a couple seasons ago, and now Prosper, he playing the trumpet. He got a fiance.
you was
I
trying to kill
was. I
Prosper.
tried to
You
kill him in 2020 and 2021.
every broadcast, she was like, "Yeah,"
Prosper
and
gonna
I got
die.
a bold prediction: Prosper going to die. Every
Prosper ain't
episode, he
gonna
had
make
a
the
bold
next
prediction.
episode, y'all.
Prosper going to die from COVID. So while we're waiting for Prosper to die, he was talking about.
Prosper made it. Because he was scared. You remember he was scared of COVID. He was hiding in the
Prosper
house. He
was
was
scared.
scared.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
scared. And
Prosper was scared.
legitimately so. But now he ain't scared of COVID no more because he got Shirley at his side and
Not
he's
sure.
moving on. He got Shirley.
And
Shirley.
Nesby, that's her name. It's Nesby, man.
And SB she looked like Shirley Caesar though. I don't care who it's Shirley
She's a
Caesar to me.
gospel singer, but it ain't Shirley.
Yes, it's the wrong guy. I don't care. She looked like Shirley Caesar with that wig on. No charge. That's what she said to Prosper. For the 9 months I dated you. No charge.
She did care for him from COVID for no charge.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No
maybe,
charge. When you
yeah.
were dying of COVID, I watched over and kept you. No charge.
So anyway, are we moving on to Power, man? Because
Yes,
this is
yes, move on.
let's go to Power, man. Let's go to Power.
Queen Sugar, you had a lot of gems. Thank you. Now, your boy Cartier better known as Hollywood, but he's Cartier on this show. That's another actor. He was in Selma. Him and Lamar Rucker are fighting for the roles right now.
You
As
know
a matter of
him,
fact.
but no, him and Paperboy. Him and
Oh yeah,
Paperboy
him,
are
but
fighting for,
Paperboy
yeah,
in better
Paperboy.
movies.
Yeah, Paperboy is him. Yeah. But yeah, man, you right. I forgot Hollywood is everywhere, man. You
Hollywood
right.
is
And
everywhere.
sometimes they even put them wigs on them, them Tyler
Yeah,
Perry
yeah,
wigs on them.
yeah. When he was in Selma, he had on like a wig or something. I almost didn't recognize who he was for a minute. Then he started talking, and I was like, "Oh, that's Hollywood." And so she looked like Patti LaBelle's sister. No, she looked like Shirley Caesar. Shirley
Look like
Caesar.
I get she looked like Patti LaBelle. Well, Patti LaBelle kind of mothery, older sister. She looked, yeah.
She looked like Shirley Caesar, y'all. Anyway, so Cartier, he up in the restaurant having some beluga, caviar with Rock, and his Baltimore DC connect comes in, and he like, yeah, they going a little back and forth, and Rock, she kind of set old boy up to get slapped up in the face, get punched in the eye. But in true Rock fashion, she comes back like, look, I know you tired of dealing with Cartier. I can bring you that pure. Me and you could be connecting and whatnot. And so, just like Rock always does, it's about expanding business.
Hey, where do we know him from? He was in something else that I
Yeah, I was
remember.
looking at him. I was
I
like,
can't think of it. He had
can't think of
a
him.
think he had kind of like a process or something in his head. I can't remember what it was, but it
Mm-hmm.
was something that he was on that I thought he was really good in, and I can't remember what it was. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, man, she did set it up. She was like, "What happened to
Mm-hmm.
all that talk? You were saying,
Right.
or was it just lip service for me? Got that man smacked all up, got his
Greenleaf. He was
eyes
on Greenleaf.
shining.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. He was the pastor in Greenleaf that
Okay.
Lamar Rucker was with his wife. That's right.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Okay.
Lamar Rucker
Yeah,
started
yeah,
sleeping
yeah,
with
yeah, 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 yeah.
his wife because they
Lamar
thought he
Rocker.
was dead or something for a while. Then he came back. Yep, that's who it was. But
Shirley
yeah.
Caesar
So
had him.
she got the shine, got his eyes shined up and everything. Yo, Rock is
Right.
a motherfucker, yo. The
Rock
Rock,
is the
you right.
worst.
Rock is always trying to expand the business.
Always
Always
trying
trying
to.
to
It's
expand the
always
business.
about the business with Rock, and there's so much about the business. You know, she almost had to do a hit on our boy Symphony. Now we thought that Symphony was
Basie
a
Skanks. That's his
basic. That was his name.
pastor. Yeah, Pastor Skanks. Yeah, that was his name, Basie Skanks.
Was this a Tyler Perry show?
No,
Basie
Greenleaf.
Skanks.
Greenleaf was an Oprah Winfrey. I think it was Ava DuVernay. I think Greenleaf was an Ava DuVernay project. I can't
They couldn't
remember.
come up with a better name.
Basie Skanks, Pastor Skanks.
Past the Skanks. Well, I mean, if we got Creflo Dollar, you can have Basie Skanks. Anyway, and so our boy Symphony, he's not a op as we thought Symphony was. He almost ended up dead because Howard's partner is still out here trying to crack this mystery of why he was shot. And so she's then gotten into the files and everything, and she's kind of already made the connection that Rock was his CI when he was doing undercover in Queens, and that he got her pregnant, and that her thinking that um, Kanan is his son. She just doesn't, have enough proof. But of course, Rock goes and tells Howard, like, look, your partner walking around here because she pulled over my man Symphony with the good deed, and Symphony told me everything. And of course, he like, well, is he a liability? Is he gonna be talking? And she was like, and so she almost went ahead and shot that good D, but then she thought about how Symphony was blowing her back up in the apartment and stuff, and she let Symphony live. And so Symphony gets to see another day.
Yeah, so I also thought that they couldn't shoot him because they were trying to find unicorns and butterflies on the set to act as his blood, because he kind of soft. So when them bullet holes went in him, girls are made of sugar and spice. They probably didn't have enough sugar, spice, unicorns, and butterflies to fly out as his blood. I mean, he does drive a Volvo, which
Symphony.
back in the day, that box Volvo was supposed to be a status symbol, which I don't know
It
why,
was,
because the box Volvo was one of the ugliest cars, along with the Saab and the Jetta, which I
bro.
did have a Jetta, though. I was shitting in my Jetta.
You wouldn't die in that box Volvo. My aunt had one. You could crash into 20 trees and you would be okay in that Volvo. It was the
It was a,
safety whole
it was
thing in
like a
that
Tonka
thing.
truck.
Oh yeah, it was, boy. Bigfoot could stand on it and you was gonna be okay. It was not gonna get crushed. And so yeah, it
Volvos
was
were
a
and still are the safest car. Well, one of the safest cars. Back then, it
mm-hmm,
was the safest.
yeah,
But
and all those
yeah,
soccer moms were driving it, and so it had the white status symbol of this is white middle class stuff. Yeah,
but
yeah.
she should have killed Symphony because, well, I don't like him. So they should have just went ahead and just killed him.
And then Howard, he got our boy. What's his face? Oh my God, I wrote his name down. Scrap. She got Scrap killed. He got
Yeah,
Scrap killed.
man.
He didn't had the wrong information. Scrap wasn't giving up the information. It was his mama that was out here giving up the information so she could do a card game. So he's like, yeah, I was wrong about one eye. What? Whoa! How you gonna do Scrap like that?
He was like, my bad,
My bad.
my
Like
bad, my bad.
my
Hey,
bad.
niggas get shot every day, B.
Right.
That's that's basically how I handled it.
Like what? I mean, what you want me to do? I thought it was him. Oh
Yeah,
well.
hey, and he flipped it on her. I mean, how am I supposed to know what everybody out here lying? And what you gonna do
Right.
when Kanan find out about your lies? See, that's how you flip it on her. That's how you flip it on her.
Right. He's the most self-righteous, corrupt cop ever. Yeah, I know I did bad, but what about you?
Exactly.
What you gonna do when Kanan find out? Yeah, that's so terrible. But yeah, Howard, his partner, man, they're gonna have to go ahead. He might have to kill her.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
going to do a bold prediction. Howard is going to shoot her by the time of the end of the season.
They're gonna have to, like my guy said back in Boys in the Hood, they're gonna have to twist her. They're gonna have to go out, twist
Right.
her cat backwards. She got to go, man. Plus,
Peel her
she's
wig back.
annoying. She annoying. Even her little girlfriend told her,
Right.
hey, why you investing like internal affairs? And she ain't
And
even
that
listened
cop
to her.
heard her talking about Howard, and
Mhm.
he like, okay, I'm about to call my
Which is the
mans
worst
and let him know.
which is the worst eavesdrop ever. How he figure ain't nobody see this?
Yeah, he was like this, like he should have just been like, "Excuse me, what you say?"
Exactly. Like I
Can
figure
y'all talk a little
nobody
louder?
knows that. I can't quite hear you. Wait, man, hold on.
Hold on.
Let me write this down. What'd you say about Howard again? Let me write this.
Okay. You said he was undercover and he was doing it to his undercover.
And
Okay.
she put sexual predator on him. She was like, I think
Right.
she was 16 when Howard started sleeping with
Right.
her.
Like you
That's a
really
whole
care.
nother. That's a
You out
whole
here
nother thing.
scissoring. What does it make a difference to you? You out here
Scissoring with a
doing this.
girl that looked just like you. Like she
Right.
looked just like you.
Yeah, it's the cop uniform for it I think that was the
I
cop
told you
uniform back then.
it's that pantsuit starter kit. That's the lesbian starter kit. The lesbian cop starter kit, the pantsuit.
All right, y'all. Let's keep on moving. Kanan. Now, Kanan up in here, we knew that he was eventually going to do it to Karen's mom because Karen's mom was basically tossing the panties at him. And Kanan, he's a teenager. He went ahead and caught them panties. And so Karen comes in with the milk, no doubt, and catches them in the bit like, Mom, is this milk spoiled?
And
Like,
threw the
yeah,
milk at
do
mom.
the milk. Like, yeah, you got to keep your man. You should have been. Whoa, hold on, Miss Kanan. Then she like Kanan, like, I gotta go. She like, no, no, let me go ahead. Let me, you stay here. We're like, yo, she's molesting Kanan,
Hey,
and it feels so good.
mo- mothers fuck their daughters' boyfriends every day, B. That's basically how she handled it. That's how she handled it. She was
Oh
like,
my god!
let her go. But Shorty flipped the script. Shorty was like, Rock, ain't you Kanan mother? Yeah,
Right?
I got something I need to tell you. Yeah, I got something I need to tell you.
Yeah.
She dipped on her quick.
Like, dang, yo,
Who
why
said
you
mom
do
was
that?
going to turn that into a threesome? Whoa,
No, she
whoa,
wasn't. No,
no, she was not.
no, she was
No,
not.
no,
That's not what
no.
was going on.
Nah, nah. Maybe
I
if
mean, did you?
famous had came in there, but not with her own daughter. I'm not. No,
No, she
no.
was just trying. She was just going to take the skins. That's all she wanted. She
Yeah,
wanted the
she just wanted
Kanan.
Canaan skin. She
Yeah,
wasn't
she just wanted
trying.
Kanan
Nah,
skin.
she
Yeah,
wasn't
she
trying
was
to
trying
turn
to
that in.
rock.
You see
Y'all
how
being
cold she
freaky
was
out
to her
here,
daughter? Yeah, she was too cold to her daughter. She ain't
right?
say why don't you join us? She was just like, oh well, you need to learn how to keep a man. So, which made me think this must not have been the first time she's done that. So
Yeah, but your daughter, she was she about, I mean, come on, this is a 16-year-old, 15-year-old. I don't think Kanan is quite 17. So,
hey,
I mean, you what you was doing to the middle school? You was like
hey,
getting the eighth grader?
Howard did it to Canaan mother when she was 16. Hey,
Yeah, that's
hey.
true. That's true.
So
But she was a drug princess though. So she was
true, you
already
might be
with
trying to,
DEFCON.
yeah. But hey, her mother's something because her mother got a gun. Maybe she want to be with a drug dealer or something. Maybe it's something about that drug dealing
Maybe.
life.
Excuse me.
So some
Maybe.
people are like that. The flash turns them on. So I don't know, but she definitely got Canaan. Made her kid mad.
Right. Now your girl Juke, she still is grieving her ex, and she was out at the gravesite and ran into her ex's dad, and he was nice and stuff. But Juke, she went to Bible study at the church, and of course, in great Christian fashion, they preach that homosexuality is a sin, and so Juke is sitting there like, wow, but I like tuna. And has to figure out what she needs to do about her feelings about tuna and other girls, and what she wants to do. And so old boy, he been trying to holler it's all right to go ahead and have heterosexual sex in the church. And so old boy is like, yeah, let me get them this. He was thirsty. He was real thirsty. But Duke went head out, and they had a little lip fight at the end of the thing. I don't. It didn't look like Duke really liked it too much and stuff. But yeah, tuna, Jakira tuna. That's the best way I could say it. Like hide that tuna or something. And so Juke now she might be trying to be she might be trying to be
No, is
open.
is there such thing as like we know with men when they get women and they're gay, they call them bids. What do you call them when the woman gets a man? You call like lashes. So he's like her eyelashes.
He's
So
not eyelash. He's
yeah,
not a, yeah, yeah. Okay.
he's covering up her eyes. And actually, the funny thing is, so they kind of based that character on like a real life character they had. They were going to name him, just they didn't want to name him the exact name of the character they want to base him on. So they were going to name him Kamal Hyatt, but because he was Kamal Hyatt is real smooth with the ladies in the church, and you saw how he was
Come
strolling up.
on.
You
You
saw
the
how
worst.
Kamal was in the church, looking like he get all the ladies.
Yeah,
When you
the
gonna give me
pastor's
them
son.
digits? Yeah, when
That
you going
the pastor's son.
I'm just saying,
Right.
when you gonna give me them digits? Had the pen and paper and everything. I've had the pen and
Oh
paper in
yeah,
the back
yeah.
pocket,
Back in the day. Oh yeah.
and he was cross colors on the date. You couldn't tell him that with them cross colors on. But nah, I think
Hey,
Juke is using them. So
were you at City when Hamal Bryant Hyatt was there?
he was there. I know I was there 1 year when he was there, so I
Okay.
didn't notice who he was prior to that. So he left in of his 11th or 10th grade year, something like that, to go.
Okay.
That's when his daddy got the bishopship in Africa, and he
Okay. So
rode
he had
over
to go to
there with him.
Africa with
So
his daddy.
yeah, so I
Go to
was
the
there.
African chips.
I was there. He's a year too older than me, but I was there. I've seen him in the hall. Let's put it that way. After I
Okay.
knew who his father was, because
Did
ain't
you
nobody
bump
know
into
who he
him in
was.
the hall? Did you give him the shoulder? I know he
No,
was
I mean,
older than you.
not much older, man. I'd have folded him up. Yeah, I ain't just whatever. But no, I never had any conversation with him or anything.
Okay.
Like, just I didn't. I just knew who his father was. I didn't know who he
Hmm.
was. So
You might see him at the Poly City game on the 29th.
he don't pop up down there.
He'll
Too
pop up down
too
there.
much. Might be too much temptation.
Anyway, my man Crown now. Lou, he's still trying to be he always had on the Coogee sweater, and I seen him making us stay after in Mrs. Jefferson's class. Somebody that went to school with you, so they talking about your boy.
I know Mrs. Jefferson.
Yeah, so now your boy Lou, he's trying to get the record label back up and running after snuffing out Crown and stuff. He choked him out. I don't know what he did with the body. We missed that. And so, maybe he must have threw him in the river or something. I don't know. Old girl helped him get rid of the body. We don't know if he chopped it
Right.
up. But Lou, of course, doing Lou things. He doing it to chicks up in the studio. Somehow the studio door wasn't locked, and so these Jamaicans come in like, "Yeah, boy, you bumper clock. Where's Crown, you bumper clock?" And they said, "You owe us some money right now." And in typical Lou fashion, it's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And Lou, he goes out, tries to get the money, but he didn't move fast enough, so they beat Lou up. And Lou, he goes to Cartier, which is a bad move to get some help of getting this together, because Cartier, he being sneaky, he trying to get into Rock's organization. He's trying to take
Mhm.
over what Rock got. And so Lou going to Cartier. What did you think about that? I didn't think it was a good thing.
I didn't either, but have you noticed a shift in Lou? Lou has been really wanting to do this anymore. He's been
Right,
wanting to get into that music business, and I
right,
think he went when he was in the studio. He wasn't scared. He didn't show anything. But when they beat him up, Lou was kind of shook. For Lou to run to Cartier,
right,
he's kind of shook. And then he ran to grab that money. He just
right.
taking money from the business. Lou kind of shook. It shocked me. Lou a little shook about these Jamaicans right here.
Mm-hmm.
He a little
Yeah,
shook.
them Jamaicans from Blue Caribbean on Park Heights. Lou ain't messing with them boys up there. Don't mess with them.
Yeah,
I tell you
Lou a little
something.
shook.
Lou,
Lou
I think
don't want
Cartier
none of
set
that.
him up too. I think Cartier probably put the Jamaicans on him, and
I didn't even think about that.
yeah, I'm with you on that one, Jakira. I think Cartier might have put the Jamaicans on Lou because he knew Lou was going to go ahead and take Crown out after a while, because Crown was really getting on his nerves and stuff. And so yeah, we see what happens with that. But Cartier, he's slowly working his way in here. But you mentioned it. I think a war is about to go on between Rock and the crew, because Marvin, he's got the mafia son to go out and do to kill Tony for him. And turns out the dude who messed up in the Catskills. First of all, why is
Why is he still
anyway?
alive? I
Why is
thought
he
he was
still
supposed to
alive?
be dead for going after kids.
Right.
Why is he still in the organization, even if he ain't dead? Why is he still in the organization?
Right. So it doesn't make any sense. But this a dentist is able to beat two guys with guns and silencers, and one is dead, and he shoots the other one, and he only has a shot in his shoulder. Somehow in the Kanan universe, in the Power universe, that's how it happens. And so we're going to see possibly a war happen between, well, they were already at odds, but I think, once they figure out that Marvin was involved with this, it's really going to go crazy.
Yeah. Definitely. So they're gonna have them coming from all ends. So now they're gonna have to fight Cartier. They're gonna have to fight the mafia.
Right.
You
You
still
still
got
got Unique out here.
yeah, you still got Neek out there. You still gotta
Mm-hmm.
fight him. So yeah, man, it's gonna get a little messy out there.
No
That
mess.
and then the lesbian officer breathing down Howard's neck, Howard putting pressure to be a father to his son. Yeah, man, it's getting thick up in there. It's getting thick up in the Kanan universe.
Yeah, so that's all. That's all I got on this one, man. Great episodes all around. Sets us up for upcoming episodes. See what happens with Rock. Since she didn't off Symphony, maybe Symphony come back and kind of help out a little bit. Kanan, he's got a little problem with Corinne's mom and how that turns out, and they got to get this whole Jersey thing straight.
Yeah, man. I'm interested in seeing. I want to see it next week, especially because I want to see what happens with Rock going to tell that girl mama stay away from my son. You see, she put
Right,
that gun to her head, so I
right.
want to see how she handle that. Is she really going to stay away from the son, or she could be an op? I also want to see her kill Symphony. I think we still got a shot for her, but she did the John Harbaugh instead of taking the obvious points. She went ahead and just let
She
it
let that
live and let
man
it
live.
ride.
She
Yeah,
she
and
thought about how Symphony was working her, and she let Symphony at BCC B C now. Symphony, he teaching, so he leave Symphony alone. Let him go ahead and do his
Symphony was
little
going
thing.
to Charlotte to be a transporter
Yeah,
manager.
transportation manager, transportation
Yeah,
planner, but he
he
didn't
trying to
he didn't make
he
it that
trying to
far.
live
He
a
only
good
got to
life,
Liberty Heights. He only got to Liberty Heights.
packing up his blue Volvo. That thing ain't gonna make it to Charlotte.
Exactly. That's why he only made it to Liberty Heights. He got as far as Baltimore. He saw that B.C.C was hiring, and he over at B.C.C right now, Liberty campus.
Anyway, man, hey, you got something you want to express to the people?
Yes, I do. Calvin, he got ahead of me last night because I went to the game too. I was out there in the weather and I was mad at John Harbaugh. I'm not as mad as I was earlier, but I do want to say this though, people. This whole thing about the analytics and stuff like this, we got these coaches, they're more so leaning on probabilities and not really reading what's going on in the game. And I think these probabilities, these math equations are not producing results. And instead of, going with the situation and really making an assessment of what needs to happen, then, they're hiding their aggressiveness, particularly John Harbaugh, behind I was going with the math. And I think, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing. We saw the game yesterday. I was there. I think when you keep on making decisions like that, you have to realize, hopefully it doesn't fracture the locker room. He's been always veered as a good leader, and he's been able to keep the locker room unified. But I think eventually people get tired of it. I'm sure that there are players and coaches that did not agree with yesterday's decision not to send out the second best player on your team to get you points, and you wind up losing by 3 points. And so, you know, um, we got a lot more games to go. Maybe, someone said, this was what happened when they went 14-2 that year. They were like 2-2 at one point in the season, and then they ran off all those wins. And so you never know what happens. But I didn't feel good yesterday. And, hopefully for the future of the team, he'll start making better decisions, because if not, he might not make it through the end of the year.
Yeah, man, it's real telling that I put that post up. Good morning, everybody, except John Harbaugh. And usually when I
Mm-hmm.
get a couple laughs, get a couple comments, there were over 100 people that laughed or liked that thing. Like the
Right.
city is, I don't want to say divided, but there's a groundswell that this decision, sir, you
Yeah.
are. Yeah, man. And we don't know how much the Ravens listen to the black public. We know how much they listen to the white public because they made it
Mhm.
clear with the Colin Kaepernick thing. But
Lamar and
anyway,
them probably on Black Twitter. They probably are the ones. You got so many black players on it. They probably, but yeah, them. Harbaugh and them. They don't know who all things black are. But
yeah,
Lamar
man.
does because I heard that he listens.
Hey, man, real quick. And I'm stick on the topic of football, but I want to look at it at a different way. So last night, the football game last night was the probably the greatest quarterback we've ever seen, Tom Brady,
Hmm.
against the Kansas City Chiefs, with probably the best quarterback in the NFL right now, and
Hmm.
possibly soon to be the best ever, Patrick Mahomes.
Hmm.
There is a clear changing of the guard going on in the NFL when it comes to quarterbacks. If you have noticed, yeah, you still have Aaron Rodgers, still have Tom Brady, but a lot of these white quarterbacks are starting to fall back. They're getting
Getting
older,
their way out.
and you're starting to see the Lamar Jacksons, the the Jalen Hurts, the Patrick Mahomes. You're starting to see these black quarterbacks rise up, and these white quarterbacks, with the exception of Josh Allen, with the
Yeah.
exception of Josh Allen and Justin Herbert when he's not hurt, but you're
Hmm.
starting to see a lot of these white guys being just average, that they're trying to make better than average. These
Hmm.
black quarterbacks are really taking off. They're coming out of college, they're taking off, they're in college taking off. And I'll just say people of color. Now, of course, we had the Tua situation, but Tua
Right.
was getting off prior to that. Um, I mean, watch what's happening now. There was a time they did not want us to quarterback at all. Now they don't want us to coach. Eventually that's going to have to change too. But these black quarterbacks are starting to become the face of the NFL. And the only people that don't realize it are the NFL owners. Because if you look at all the advertisements that are out here, they're showing the Lamar Jacksons and the Patrick Mahomes. They're
Hmm.
showing them. Yeah, again, you still got Aaron Rodgers, you still got Tom Brady in there. But if you watch that game last night, Tom Brady looked like the guy that's still just trying to hold on to something because Patrick Mahomes was getting off. Did you see the play where he did the little backspin and then the hot
Hmm.
pass? Oh my God. I mean,
Yeah.
that wasn't as good as Lamar Jackson
Avoiding
ducking
three
out the
guys.
sack
Yeah.
and throwing the
Hmm.
ball. But again,
Like
the
Mark
black
Andrews somewhere
quarterback,
down there.
the black quarterback is starting to be the face of the NFL. Absolutely love it, and they absolutely deserve it. Long gone are the days where you're picking the white guy just because you think he's smarter. Because these black guys are starting to really, really come up. They're coming out of college, and even the backups. You look at a lot of these backups; they're black quarterbacks. They're backups. Uh, it's starting to be a changing of the guard. I mean, y'all still got hockey, so y'all
Yeah.
can go ahead and play some
Baseball
hockey,
too.
because even foreigners are coming in here and playing basketball on you. So I mean,
Right. Right.
anyway,
True.
just proud of
I
my
would say
people. I
this
love
to support your point. At the game yesterday, I saw a lot of white people in Lamar
it.
Jackson
Yes,
jerseys.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
a lot of white people in Lamar Jackson jerseys.
And that's another reason why I think the Ravens really need to pay him, not just
Hmm.
because of his skill, but because of what he brings to the team, what he brings to the NFL. Because if the Ravens decide not to pay him and he leaves after being franchised for 2 years, trust and believe somebody's going to give him, they're going to back the Brinks truck on him,
Oh yeah.
because the amount of money that you can just make off of him in jersey sales and popularity,
Hmm.
it's ridiculous. That's the kind of stuff that can't be counted in a salary cap. But anyway, we're running a little long because Garland went off the rails and got to talking about
Shirley Caesar.
Lamar Rucker and Janet Jackson and all this other stuff.
Shirley Caesar. I'm
Hey man,
gonna
but
check the
we
credits
hit.
and see if Shirley Caesar is actually in the show.
It's not Shirley, man. Shirley Caesar was actually on Greenleaf a couple times.
I know.
though. So was Yolanda Adams. But this is Ann Nesby, man. Leave Prosper Word alone. Hey, but anyway, we thank you all for joining us. As you can see, we have a lot of fun. Make sure you listen to our podcast every week. All Things Black presents Fanboys. We talk about sports. We will get on some Ravens topics. We will talk about my eliminated Oreo, about all sports. So make sure you get to listening to it. We have a good time on there also. And that's something you don't have to really set no time for. You can listen to it while you clean in the house or plunge in the toilet or driving to work or whatever it is that you do with your time. You can just put your little
whatever you're doing.
that that was strictly Garland talking about our podcast is scissor music. That's
scissor music. We ain't talking about the other scissor. We talking about this scissor. So
I was about to say we gonna get canceled, but we ain't even picked up to get canceled. So
right.
Anyway, definitely join us next Monday when we do the next episode of Raising Kanan and talk about the next episode of Queen Sugar. So we thank you for joining us, and we're happy to have all 5 of you here today. I think it hit 5 at one point and just stayed at 5. So they might have just cut it on and walked away, but we appreciate you 5. You know what I mean? Bring another 5 with you, and let's get 10, and then bring another 5, and let's get 15, and that 15 bring another 15, and let's get 30. Let's at least get to 30 one day.
When YouTube Network pick us up, we're gonna take y'all with us.
Exactly. We're gonna call your names out and everything. So we don't even know your name. Some of y'all we know name. We're gonna be like, yeah, thank you, Facebook user. Thank you, Facebook user. So y'all Facebook users. But yeah, thank you for joining us. We definitely JPP don't have phone. He do have 3 fingers. He do got 3. It's them fireworks. He in the right town too for them fireworks. He can go down to a pinky if he wants to. Anyway, so thank you all for joining us. This is All Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin. The JPP invitation is this guy Garland. He says him with the 3 fingers. Hey, thank you for joining us. We'll see you all next week.
All
right, Garland. Later, man.